food shopping? She did.
What just happened? It is clean. Maverick fan, what's up? Your boy Mav, Mrs. I'm Mad. We are hitting y'all with the last part of our come up story and in the season finale of Daily Dose season 1. We'll be back when we be back. Y'all don't know, it might be a year, it might be a month. We'll see. But I figured we started here. We're in the store called Smith's. Some of you guys, it might be a Fry's where you're at.
Kroger.
A Kroger, basically a grocery store. And I was just thinking, because we're about to go film the come up story, but we stopped to get some Starbucks and some groceries. And I was in the aisle and I was thinking of some of the stuff that we used to eat that we don't eat anymore. And I think it's part of our come up, man. We've seen it come up in our eating. First thing, we used to be on super heavy. We used to come and get the ramen, and we would get like literally the boxes like this, and we survive off of this.
You know what I just thought of?
Huh?
The first night when we moved into our apartment,
Dollar store.
Here for a couple things, we spent most of our money at the dollar store.
We're gonna show you our first apartment. So we show, if you haven't seen episode 1 of the come up story.
Foggy, clean it.
My camera is fine.
It's not. It's always.
You see, we come up, but she's still telling me what to do. Congratulations, looks exactly the same.
Comment and tell him it looks better. Thank you.
Anyway, we showed you guys in episode 1 where we started, which was my mom's house, and like a room that we could probably touch both ends. We used to live in that room, and then we're about to go show you guys our apartment, our very first apartment. And the first night we got it, we went grocery shopping at the dollar store.
We got house stuff too. We got cleaning supplies. We got a broom. I'm pretty sure Justice threw away that broom, like since he's lived here, and that was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't go grocery shopping at the dollar store.
There's one exception.
You know,
the 99-cent store by Trina's house. They have Walmart stuff.
You say that, but still probably, yeah. Unless you know what you're doing, she's a trained professional. Don't go shopping. Don't get food at the dollar store.
Trina's definitely a professional.
We used to be heavy on the ramen. This is a good one too. Get chili with beans. Hold on, let me get this thing. Get the chili with beans, man. We used to eat this. You throw some shredded cheese on this.
Sour cream.
Sour cream. You can put lettuce on it if you want to splurge. This is a nice little affordable, cheap dinner, man.
Scoops. Can't leave out the scoops.
Oh, and then you gotta use the Tostito scoop chips. I'll show you some of those, man. Or the Frito scoops. I like the Tostito scoops more.
This is just our aisle. You see tuna too?
A lot of tuna, man. We had a lot of tuna. And these aren't bad. Like, if you eat these, like, we still mess with, like, I got some chili. We haven't had chili in,
it's probably years.
Yeah, but I'm about to eat something tonight. It's not like a bougie thing, like, oh, if you eat this stuff, you're broke. No. But if you are broke, you should eat this stuff because it tastes good and it's affordable. A lot of tuna sandwiches, man. You know, you can get a lot of fast food now, unfortunately, because we can afford it, which is a blessing. But what else did we used to? We used to have.
Oh my gosh, we used to make all the time. The chicken strips and the mozzarella sticks in the apartment, setting off the smoke detector like every day. That's all he wanted. Oh, and then grilled cheese with grapes.
You see a lot of grilled cheese, and grapes. That was my thing, because again, it's cheap. The bread we get was like.
She don't get food shopping? She did.
What just happened? That's they want old people, man. They think they can do whatever they want. We got this old dude at our church. Always be coming up and hugging up on wifey and squeezing extra tight. I can't wait till I'm old. When I'm old, I'm gonna be grabbing all the young booty. Cause it's like you can get away with it. Like what I look like. I don't know if y'all heard him, but he says, did you hear him? He was like, does she always look this good shopping or something like that?
That old guy?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, I'm like, when you old, you can just do whatever you want, yo, and not have repercussions. I've already told her when we're old, I'm gonna walk up in the church and straight smacking butts. I'm gonna be like, ah. And our little young boyfriend's gonna be mad, but they can't do nothing. I'm old. I'm just straight up.
Witness news or what?
little home video. I'm gonna go straight up. They gonna have altar calls, and the little young girl's gonna walk up. I'm gonna be just right behind them, like,
Don't get punched in the face.
I'm gonna be old. There's nothing either one of you can do about it. But yeah, this is kind of getting long-winded, but this is where we used to eat a lot of sandwiches, a lot of sandwich meat, a lot of the cheap sandwich meat. I'm telling you, man.
Taco cheese.
The now we eat crock pot meals, which really aren't that expensive when you think about it. You know what's crazy though? Only thing that we really eat now that's expensive is like when we get organic, grass-fed, weird type stuff. But like, instead of getting fast food, if you cook at home, it's actually cheaper and,
Much cheaper.
and a lot better for you.
Definitely.
So some of y'all be like, man, I just hit the dollar menu every day because I'm broke. Nah, man, find a wife that's good at cooking. She makes some things. You got leftovers for a while.
Well, see, and then like a lot of people tweet me too and like ask me about recipes and stuff. Like I'm a good cook, so I change stuff around a lot. But get on Pinterest if you're looking for something to make. Get on Pinterest, type it in, and you'll find some pretty clutch stuff. A lot of the stuff I make that you guys have asked for recipes for, I found on Pinterest and just made it my own. Don't sleep on Pinterest.
Hold up, hold this. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
You just blow. I'll be right back. Don't look at this to be a surprise.
Hi. How's it going? He's so creepy. Like, why are you so weird?
Ready? It's gonna be an inside joke. Only some of y'all will know this.
I didn't mean to. Oh my gosh. You're so mean. Take it back.
Alright, so that's our food journey. We'll see y'all when we're at the apartments. Alright, so we brought you guys to our hood. This was our first apartment, our only apartment we've had. But we moved out my mom's crib and we went here. Now these were income-based apartments, which means, you know, you can't make a whole lot of money to live here. And that was our right there. Right there. And it was cool, man. It was cool, our first little spot. We did have some issues though. We had to get out early. What was it, babe? We heard gunshots one night.
Yeah, you were gunshots across the street.
Yeah.
And then, like in the apartment across the parking lot.
Yeah.
And so I immediately started looking for somewhere else to live.
Yeah. I was up late working and heard a little pow pow bang bang. There's a lot of, naturally. they're income based, right? I didn't feel like it was too dangerous of a place, but you got an area with a lot of people that don't make a whole lot of money, and so it's pretty ghetto.
We had ants.
Oh, the ants were bad.
And our dryer was horrible. It comes with washer and dryer. It destroyed probably half of the clothes we had at the time.
Yeah, and we didn't have money to get a lot of clothes in, so. But, and then, like, as soon as we moved out,
Yeah.
Then we had there was a meth lab. We're actually about to show you guys a little tour so you can see the inside of it. We're gonna look at the model, like one of the model ones that look like our apartment, except it's got nicer. Obviously, it's a model. Those things look fresh, so they make it look good. They hide the ants. They put nice clothes in there, or not clothes, nice furniture in there.
Right there.
But yeah, that apartment up there, is that the model too?
The model's over there. I thought she was taking us over there. I was like, oh, the irony.
Right. But yeah, there was a meth lab. Just there, we drove out here. There was a big hole, just a big old hole there. But yeah, man, this was our first spot. Very special place in our heart.
We brought Lorraine home here.
Yeah.
So we lived here from like right after we got married until Ray was about 6 months old.
Yeah. Dang. Lorraine's a thug. Lorraine lived with meth labs and gunshots.
So if you guys think of, I don't know if you guys have all seen the Dion and Jasmine have like a baby. We did the throwback from like when we had Ray and Dion was recording. We were in that apartment when he was making the chicken.
Yeah.
We lived there. So it's dark, but that's where we live.
There you go. If y'all haven't seen that, I don't know what they would search, but it was like a throwback Daily Dose episode. Is it called Dion and Jasmine Have a Baby?
Dion and Jasmine Have a Baby.
Yeah, search that. That was when we had Lorraine. Probably one of our funniest ones. I remember taking Lorraine and then someone else was with us. Was it like Corbin or something?
Probably Corbin.
I remember taking them to play up here. Man, that playset looks, smells, feels like Ebola. Like, just felt so dirty. I was like, oh, so we got though.
And they've repainted these now. They're under new management.
Yeah.
Like, they look better. She was even saying the countertops and like the model and stuff are like the old ones, but most of the apartments now have upgraded floors and counters and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, because they repainted these probably a year or so ago. They look like meth labs and gunshots when we lived in them. But it was our first place. All right,
So it was special.
So we'll show you guys a tour, and then after that, we'll head over to our next place that we got, our first house. All right. So we got someone nice to let us see a model of the apartment that we had, and so keep in mind this actually looks pretty. I think it looks pretty solid. We had it decorated nowhere near as nice because we couldn't afford it. But you walk in, it's like as soon as you walk in, you got the kitchen. You can think of the kitchen we got now, but you know, nice little serviceable kitchen. All right, have the little bar stools in the breakfast area. Come up front to the living room. Here, let me flip the camera. I could probably do a tour better. So there's like the living room area. Again, ours wasn't as dope. We had a nice little cool little leather couch there that ended up getting repoed like a month or two before we were done paying for it. Almost had it paid off, but then we got po. We couldn't finish. And then, you know, this was the master bedroom. We didn't have a bed like this. We didn't even have a frame. Ours was sitting on the ground. A mattress and a box spring on the ground. This is our closet. You know, made upgrades to our closet life. Same with the bathroom. We were looking at a video not too long ago of, you know, Lorraine taking her first baths in there. Man, this is bringing back memories. And then we had the second room. A washer dryer. Second bathroom. And this is where, it wasn't a kid's bedroom. This was like my office type area. I had a little janky computer there in the corner. Had a laptop. And this is where a little bit, YouTube really didn't begin in this room. This was more the days when wifey was doing daycare. I was doing marketing. This is where we first started to grind, man. Crazy. Well, actually, I started like the marketing and network marketing and stuff at my mom's house, but obviously kept the grind going. So you can see mucho upgrades. Alright, we're gonna try and be quick here because we can't go in there and we don't want to freak the people out that live there now, but this was our first crib, man.
3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 small baths.
Yeah, it had a nice backyard though.
Yeah, it did. Lots of grass in the backyard. It has a really big backyard.
Yeah, this was cool, man. It was our first spot. Guy worked some things out for us to get here. We had some really cool landlords. You know, we had ups and downs here too with, you know, we're doing daycare. I was doing the marketing, kind of started the YouTube here. We weren't really making money.
We were our brokest in that house.
Yeah.
When we got the furniture taken, we told them about that.
Well, we were our brokest and not our richest, but we had good days and bad days. We had some times where things were going really good. And then we had some times, that's like our life though. Like, we're pretty good handling the ups and the downs. But, yeah. Made a lot of sacrifices. Man. So many motherfluffing memories. We had this dog that kept escaping. Because of that gate that they could get under. That dog wasn't as cool as Linda. But, yeah, man. We, wifey did daycare in there for a little bit. Had probably the biggest breakthrough marketing wise there just before I was about to get a job. I think I've told you guys the story where I went to my job and like cried and quit.
Yeah. And we had Lavelle here. So we lived here until Lavelle was about like 6 or 7 months old. So I had Lorraine at the apartment, had Lavelle here, and then things started going good. And I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. We need a bigger house.
It's always wifey, man. It's always wifey to get us, like, she made us get out of my mom's house.
Yep.
She's like, I'm gonna go crazy.
Love her, though.
We heard a couple gunshots. She wanted to get freaked out. Fluff it, we're moving. And in that place, fluff it, we're moving. So we'll take you to our next crib. All right. So our next house, which was a pretty cool upgrade, man. It was a gated community. The worst part is that our code to get in there still works.
Right?
They need to fix that. Don't let them see the code. But yeah.
Okay.
I think I put it in wrong. Hold on.
That's so horrible.
That's a dang shame.
And we moved out of here a year and a half ago.
Right. But man, I remember going to see this place. Dude was talking to us like, this is a lot of house, and how y'all gonna be able to afford it? Man, we have our ways. We sell crack on the weekends.
We don't. No. We don't sell crack.
Well, by crack, I mean, well, we'll tell you this. This was where the YouTube channel started to take off. This is the house where we decided to go full time with the gaming and make the leap into not doing anything else. So, I feel like we've had two. All right, so this is the house. We're gonna kind of keep it moving.
It's the second one right there.
Yeah, so there's one right here. We're not gonna film it for too long, because I actually know the guy that lives there now. He's a military dude, and we've had a few packages that got delivered there.
He's all paranoid.
Yeah, he's kind of paranoid. He's real protective over his family, which isn't bad. So I don't want to freak him out with us being out front filming and whatnot. But that was the house before the place where we're at now, and that was a blessing. I think we've had like two big like transitions. I think the big one was No, we've had 3 of them. I think one was when we kind of moved out, because not too long after we moved out of my mom's house, I was like, hey, babe, I know I got this job.
And we have a new kid?
Yeah. And I worked at a radio station. I was like, but hey, I'm starting to learn this marketing thing, and I think I'm the GOAT. And so I'm going to quit my job, and you just do the daycare. So you be the only for sure money we had. Even the job I had, it was a part-time job where they worked me full-time, but I wasn't making a whole lot. So I was like, I'm going to just go full-time, and I know I can succeed. And she was dumb enough to believe me. And then so she was supporting us with the daycare, and it took a while for it to pop. And then we had a season where we kind of transitioned to where we think God really just like killed the daycare, like straight Noah's Ark flood, like everything went wrong, and it was just clear he didn't want her doing the daycare no more. And so then it was more of a transition period where it was dependent on like the marketing stuff. And then we had another transition where we're like, fluff that. You guys are gonna just do gaming now. You're gonna go full time with it, although it doesn't make sense. And we did that. And some of you guys have probably heard the story. We had a live stream. I don't know if it was like the day or like recently after we had made the decision, but we had someone like kind of jack us up and refund a bunch of like donations they had made, and our bank account was like negative, pretty bad, and all we had to rely on was the gaming, and we were all sad about it. We were leaving. We had just left church. Account was negative bad. And how we knew it is because we didn't have a lot in there, you know, because we're full-time with the gaming now. First off, we've never been like ballers.
Yeah, no.
It's not like we just have money to blow anyway. But we were obviously able to support ourselves and be comfortable. Like, bills were paid on time. We were able to live in a decent house. So we were doing all right. But funds got even tighter, and we went to go buy like bread and milk or something.
Diapers,
like
diapers.
something chill. Something really simple for one of the girls. And the car got declined. And then she was like, yo, is there like no money? Like, what the heck? I was like, yeah, we should. And we checked it. Boy, did that hurt. And then so we went we went home, and I was like, all right, let me shake it off. Let me just stream. Because streaming is good for me. It's almost therapeutic for me to be around you guys, get to interact with you guys live. And we went online. I didn't mention it, man. Like, I prayed before it. I shook it off. I was just like, cool. And we get a lot of love in the streams now. I would say we didn't get as many donations back then, like, because I had a really small stream.
It's maybe like 100, under 100.
Yeah.
Was the average.
No, back then, not even 100. Like, not even the average. Like, we didn't get much money in donations then. But I went live. I didn't mention it. I didn't get on it. I wasn't sad. Like, oh, my life is over. Like, I was just doing my normal thing. And then one donation came in, and then another one came in, and like people were having like donation wars, like trying to see who could donate the most. And fast forward a couple hours, I was like crying, like, oh my god! And people just kept donating. It was crazy. And the little negative bank account balance we had got wiped out, and by the time the stream was over, we were probably up like 1,500, maybe more.
I'm pretty sure it was 25.
2,500.
That was the stream where we got the 2,500.
I don't know. I don't remember. We've had a couple streams like that, but that was the one. I think that was like the first one where that ever happened, and for us, that was kind of like the confirmation. Because it was a big leap of faith to kind of trust God and be like, he was like, you know, go full time in this, although it doesn't really make sense on how everything's going to get paid. And, you know, for you to just drop everything else is probably not the smartest thing. But this is where I want you to be. And with us being obedient and doing God's will and not ours, that was kind of like the, all right, I got you. I got you. And from then, there's no looking back, man.
Yeah. No
looking back. I was definitely worried at first, but we are blessed. And of course, it's all because of you guys, man. And that's why I hope you guys don't get it twisted. you guys should know us, and we would never do anything like this to try and stunt and brag. I hope this motivates the heck out of all of you guys, because we're at 1,000% a testament to that you can go from kind of nothing and make something out of it. It didn't happen overnight, and it definitely wasn't easy. There's a lot of sacrifice. There was a lot of nights where I went to bed crying because I couldn't figure things out. There was a lot of times where I wanted to quit on things. Probably a million times I wanted to give up. It's hard, man. Like, I would go to bed and not know how we're gonna buy formula. And of course that's stressful as a woman, but as the man of the house, supposed to be someone that's supposed to be taking care of things, that's bad, man, and it hurts. My anxiety was through the roof at one point. I was telling you guys I was having panic attacks. So there was a lot of details we can't cover. There's a lot of stressful times. We remember being in an ultrasound for like Lavelle, thinking our car was about to get repoed. We were like, fluff it, God got us. There was times where we had nothing in the refrigerator. Y'all open the refrigerator sometimes and you be like, man, there's nothing to eat, but you got food. There's just nothing you want. Try opening it and there's really nothing. We've had groceries randomly dropped off at our doorstep. Like, God has looked out for us. And you gotta think, we never complain. We're not the type of people, if we're struggling and something's bad going on, you don't know about it.
Right.
So we never broadcasted it. If people close to us saw this, they'd be like, what? We never knew. Because that's just not how we get down. Had people just give us money out of nowhere to cover stuff. Like, God has looked out for us in a major way. And that's the thing too. Once you start to be obedient and submit your will to God, you start having experiences that just cement everything. And you guys are like, man, how can you be so bold? How can you ride so hard for the G1GB movement that you're about? Because I didn't experience it, man. And once you experience it, there's no turning back. That's the thing. People be like, man, you look at Jesus and his disciples. How were those dudes when Jesus came back? How did all those dudes ride for him so hard to the point where they were getting beheaded, imprisoned, just getting flogged, getting beat up, like, over this dude Jesus, because they experienced him. And once you experience it and you know the truth of what it is, there's no turning back. And so God's been really good for us, and good to us. And you guys have been good to us, and we appreciate y'all. So if this did motivate you, it helped you, it inspired you, anything like that, let us know in the comment section. You have any 2 cents on?
I do have 2 cents. I know Dee talked a lot about like our finances and everything, and God making sure we were covered in that area. You guys think I'm sick now? It was so much worse. Oh my gosh, and just talking about like being the man of the house and all his stress and his anxiety, I've almost died on him twice. So yeah, it's everything. And those 2 times, one time I had sepsis and I was in the hospital for a week, which is like a blood infection, and like my IV pole was supporting me and keeping my vitals stable. And the second time was with Lavelle. I had to have emergency C-section. I almost bled to death having her. So yeah, God's worked it out. They were telling me that they might have to take out my uterus. I can't have any more kids. And of course that didn't happen because we have Lyric and her little beautiful self. So in every area, not just our finances, but with everything, God has showed up. So
And showed out. But and I don't think he's done with us, man. This is just we got a part 3 and a part 4 coming, and we appreciate you guys being along for the ride with us.
Yes,
especially the Daily
awesome.
Dose watchers.
Yes,
you guys will hopefully see bigger and better things happen, and be on the lookout, man. We got some stuff. By no means have we made it. We don't feel that way, but we have accomplished something, and we're getting to the point where we want to start helping other people. accomplish some things and changing other people's lives just with what we know has worked for us. So be on the lookout when Daily Dose does come back. We'll have some other stuff for you guys. We're going to start a podcast soon. We got a couple websites we're thinking of launching. Oh, speaking of a come up, we about to hit Verizon. They got that S7 to drop, and I want it. We used to have to share a phone.
We shared a cricket phone.
A cricket phone. Hold up, this is the time where everyone like smartphones were out. Dope smartphones, touch screens. Fluff that tumbleweed.
It's like huge tumbleweed.
This was like it was a big tumbleweed. But we were just broke, so we had like one with no touch screen. I mean, it wasn't even like a real screen. It was like the little, what do you even call that? Like,
I don't know. You could see the number.
Yeah, like it wasn't like a smart. It was like a phone where you could just call and text. You had to text with like T9 or the old school method. There wasn't no full keyboard. So for us to be able to just go to Verizon because the new S7 came out and upgrade is a blessing, man. And so we're very humble, and this isn't stuff we take for granted. This has kind of been a long-winded episode, but we hope you guys enjoyed it. In closing,
The light screen.
I gotta pee, man.
Is that what you're doing? You're looking for somewhere to pee?
I'm not gonna pee in the car. I'm just looking at this refresher I drank, and I gotta pee. And I don't think I can pee in Verizon.
That's probably frowned upon. Where are you going?
I'm gonna
Just
turn around.
Pee in somebody's house?
Our house.
Okay. Matt has to pee.
In closing, we love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Daily Dose will be back when it bees back. But in the meantime, make sure you are following us on social media.
Yes.
That is huge, especially Snapchat. Snapchat is like Daily Dose.
It is.
You will not miss Daily Dose as much if you follow us on Snapchat, I promise you. And we just love y'all, man. We love y'all.
Yes.
So until the next Daily Dose episode, God first. What's question of the day? Question of the day.
Have we already asked before, like, when I'm probably sure we have. I mean, 365 episodes, but I would be interested to know where along that journey they joined us.
Question of the day. How many of the 365 episodes of season 1 did you watch, and when did you start watching?
Yeah.
Till next time. God first. God bless.
God first, God bless,